The following is an article written in the 1985 Champions Sports Review by the late Edgar Lynch, a.k.a. Gordon Soley. The article was titled, Sint Maarten's Prospect Major Leaguers. Back in 1983, young Tony Rohan was the first to head off to the United States with the opportunity of becoming a major league player. The Baltimore Orioles were the ones to put their spotlight on the qualities of Tony Rohan. We spoke to Tony about his performance in 1985. In March, Tony went on to Daytona Beach, Miami, where he joined his colleagues for the spring training. They worked out for 1 month before they were all assigned to the various teams of the Orioles organization. Tony, however, because he had been throwing better than when he had left, the USA was charged with doing the extra spring training. There, in St. Petersburg, Tony, in 2 months' time, put on the shine on his pitching. His performance made the Orioles decide to send him on to Newark/New York to help out the A-ball team there that was in some trouble. Tony was hustled on to work soon after his arrival, and in 1 week he was used 3 times in relief. After setting the record straight for the Newark Orioles, he was sent back to Daytona Beach, Miami. His final 1985 Daytona record was 3 wins, 1 loss, and 2 saves. Tony is qualified as a spot starter. This is one who can at all times be called to start a game, and a relief specialist. Being a relief pitcher is because of your quality to at all times come in and throw strikes, says Tony. He is proud to be such an asset to his team. With his 88-mile-an-hour fastball, Tony sees his chances for the majors being very good. In his ever modest and polite way, Rohan sees the major league just a few strides away from now. He claims that it mostly depends on the team that one is playing for. Some teams believe in the careful preparation of their stars, while others just throw you into the pen at the earliest opportunity. In talking to Tony, he said, "I am returning in March to spring training, and they can split me up to go to A, AA, or AAA. Rohan was very critical about the 1985 performances of his colleagues back here in Sint Maarten. In his opinion, they lacked discipline, made a lot of errors, and dropped back a lot in their baseball. He will like to admonish the players to get their acts together because there is a lot in store for the Sint Maarten players. A lot of scouts are interested in coming, and he, along with Rafael and Glenn, have been asked to operate as scouts during their periods here." In that respect, Tony revealed that he has a keen eye on young Kenny Patterson, especially because of his interest and the constant, important questions he asks. Glenn Patterson. The now 20-year-old Glenn Patterson was the second St. Maartener that roller skated into the baseball hierarchy on his way to the majors. After a fine year in 1984, young Patterson started getting nightmares when, just after having pitched 3 games, of which 1 decision, he was sidelined with a seriously bone-chipped elbow. Patterson now recuperating and doing some workout claims to still be clocking 89 miles per hour. He admits, however, not being able to fully use his pitching arm. Glenn is very concerned and has every reason to be, for without a strong pitching arm, he is nowhere for. He was drafted as a pitcher. In March of 1986, Glenn hopes to receive word that he can again join the rookie division of the minor league section of the Texas Rangers. Very depressed, Glenn tells us how he was informed that just recently his team picked 7 minor leaguers to go up to the majors. Although it only happened once in baseball history that someone jumped from rookie minor league division to majors, Glenn felt he had a chance. He went on to, with the fullest authority of confidence, state that had not he been plagued by a bone-chipped elbow, he would have joined Tony Rohan, the first St. Maarten major league prospect, in the A-ball division of the minor league. In closing, Glenn said, "I am horrified when I think it might reach that far that I might have to operate on the elbow." Although Glenn may not be the first and last major leaguer to operate on his elbow and come back, we pray that the Lord will bless Glenn and he can avoid not only the physical torture of the operation, but also the mental and psychological agony. Rafael Skeet. The fast legs of Rafael Skeet made him the 3rd St. Maarten player stepping on to baseball stardom. In June 1985, Rafael left the shores of the Rock for the minor league team of the Baltimore Orioles, Bluefield. After 2 weeks of training, Raphael also met with ill fate, and if I were to describe it in our own Gordon Soley commentating, here is what happened. The team of Bluefield is trailing by 1 run, it's 1 out. The ever-fast and dangerous Raphael Skeet is first. Will they allow him to steal? Raphael edges off first. He edges some more. The pitcher goes into the windup as Raphael edges some more. Here is the pitch, and Raphael Skeet is stealing. The throw, Raphael hits the dirt close to the back. Falls over on his left leg with all his weight. The ball gets away from the shortstop. Raphael is up and drags on to third, and he is definitely hurt. From then on to November 5th, 1985, Raphael did not play ball. The sidelining hurt Raphael badly, for he had already built up an impressive display of quality. In 76 at-bats, Raphael had 39 hits, qualifying for a .513 batting average. His 39 hits included 12 home runs, and believe it or not, he stole 20 bases. Raphael, in November, was so eager to play ball that he almost blew his 2-year contract with the Baltimore Orioles when he went to Venezuela without permission to play some games with the Cardinals. In the few games that he played, Raphael was 16 for 20, which is an .800 batting average, and he slammed 3 home runs, 3 triples, 3 doubles, and 7 singles, while stealing 6 bases. However, Raphael will be returning to the Orioles in March of 1986 to join his colleagues in the rookie division and hopes to move on to the A-ball division. With his eyes shining brightly and a broad smile on his face, Raphael said, "I give myself at the most 2 years before I hit the majors." That can be very well true, for newspaper clippings in my possession quoted baseball experts as qualifying Raphael to be faster than Vince Coleman of the St. Louis Cardinals, whom you folks recently saw on your screens in your homes. If Raphael is successful, and we see no reason why he should not be, we will soon be seeing him in the big league on our screens. To you, Raphael, Glenn, and Tony, from the people of St. Maarten in general and us at Sports Review in particular, the Lord's blessings and good luck.